Hey YouTube, and welcome to Level 99 Project. So I'm currently at this graveyard. As you guys can see, sometimes I come here to remind myself of the reality of life, that your life is not, you're not immortal, but you are a mortal being. That one day you're gonna die. You don't even know when you're gonna die, right? And also to be reminded that many of these people died with ideas. They died with regrets. They died with things that they wanted to do, but they weren't able to do it because of fear. And yeah, I'm telling you guys, it really hits. It makes me so. I just come here sometimes. I sit, and I just take it in. I see all these dead people. Rest in peace to all of them. And it's a reminder. It's a reminder that this is not it. You know, this is not it. It's crazy to think about, because one moment you're living your life, you're happy, you're doing things that you want to do. Another moment, maybe something happens to you. Obviously you're not going to know when you're dead, right? Like if you're dead, you're not going to know that you're dead. You're not going to be aware of it, because your consciousness will be gone. As far as that's our assumption, right? Because we don't really know what happens when you die. But it's such a dark topic, because it's the unknown, right? It's the unknown. We don't know what happens. And yeah, so thought I was just gonna make this video a little bit just to share that with you guys. I've personally never lost someone in my life like that, like close to me. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. But something I do is I try to think about it. I try to reflect with it. One moment I thought about my father dying, and I started crying. I had tears coming out of my eyes, because I know that he's gonna be gone one day, right? So it really hurts. But I try to have a healthy perspective on life, on death, and just that's why I spend as much moment I can with him while he's still alive, right? So while the message of this video is, while you're still alive, right, you want to do everything you can to make it work. Because look, guys, you have one life, right? No promises, nothing is promised. So it's very important to do what you can do, you know because you never know, guys. And I know a lot of you guys have a lot of goals, a lot of ideas that you want to do. Even myself, I have a lot of things that I want to do, but I'm scared to do them because, as human beings, we have fear, you know? And so one day, you might die, and just like everything that you had, or maybe might be in the sick bed, and you might regret, like, oh shit, I should have done this, right? I should have done this. I should have taken that chance, because you might not have it. And it's not just about death, but other things too, like disability. You might get sick, anything negative. So yeah, so I see a lot of people here too, and they come here, they water the place where their loved one died. They come and water the place, so it's really rough, hard. Sometimes I come here, I just think, reflect. I don't personally know these people, but I know they're human beings, right? I'm a human being, and as you guys can see, all these people, like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but all these people are dead. So it really puts things into perspective, because like, even being here, it's a different feeling, man. It's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. So So yeah, I thought I would make this video just to share with you guys my reflection and how I think, how I spend my time. So I know some of you guys might think like this is kind of weird. Like, why would you go to a graveyard? But I do it because it helps me to remind myself of what's real. This is real. That's our destination. And so my thing in life, okay, I just want to say this. Whatever, like if I had one message out there, is to die with no regrets. Okay, you're always gonna have some small regrets and stuff like that, right? But you wanna die with a feeling of, okay, I've done what I could do. I was scared in this or that moment, but I chose to persevere and I chose to do things despite being scared. That's kind of like what you wanna have. And so far, like if I think about myself, have I been able to do that? Yes. There's a lot of things that I've done where I was scared. I was so scared, but I did it. Even if you don't get the desired outcome, you still did it, and that's what counts, right? That is exactly what matters. That's why you should do it, because even if you don't get the things that you want, at least you tried. At least you did what you could do. It doesn't matter if you didn't get it. It doesn't matter, because nothing matters. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna die. You're gonna lose everything. What matters is your effort, the spirit that was given to you. What did you use it for? What did you do? What did you do with it? So if you've never done this before, I highly recommend it to do it. Just come to the graveyard and just like look at all these stones and think that there are dead people here. They died for various reasons. Young people, old people, all kinds of people just laying here, and you're just like alive. Not like it's crazy to think like not only the odds of you existing, but also you still being alive. Like you have to think how crazy it is to be alive right now. You don't know how blessed you are. You don't know how blessed you are in life. Even if you're struggling, like of course, if you are in severe pain, constant severe pain, that's different. But if you don't have pain in your body, you have everything. When I say everything, I mean like you have a relatively okay health and things are okay with you. You can achieve anything. Anything you can achieve that. So right now I'm gonna tell you guys what I feel. So right now I feel an inner sense of peace, because I just feel peace. And that's what they say, right? Rest in peace. Like these people are resting right now. They have gone through life, and many of them have gone through suffering, and I'm just assuming, but I mean it makes sense, right? Like some of the people died of age, right? They got too old, nature took its course. Others died of diseases, different disease like cancer, because I also see babies, even babies died. All these people died, and it's also safe to assume that most of these people, before dying, they suffered, right? Because your body's trying to, whenever your body's trying to stay alive, but it's not able to because of other various reasons, you're suffering, right? Your body's fighting. And if it's no longer able to fight for you, you're gonna end up here. You're gonna end up under the ground. And that's what happened to these people. That's why we say rest in peace, because now they're finally resting. So in a way, it kind of depends on what perspective you're seeing death. But in a way, I see death as a way like, so okay, they're finally resting. They weren't able to do more in life, because life is fucking rough. I'm telling you guys, it's difficult. It is rough. Everyone around you is pretending like life is just some casual thing, but it is difficult. So if you feel like life is hard, if you're going through a lot of difficult things, like, yeah, of course, life is fucking hard. It's fucking hard. I'm telling you guys, it's hard. And you have to be strong. You have to be strong in this life. You deserve, each and every one of you deserve praise, and to be able to raise up, like every single day you just get up and you do what you got to do to survive. So, but yeah, it breaks my heart to see like people coming here, young people, old people, they come here and they come like to visit their friend or family member, you know? Like if my father was dying, if my father was laying here right now, I would come here and I would like spend time and I would reflect, you know? But knowing that he's resting in peace would give me peace. You see what I mean? Because yeah, you get hurt in the beginning, grief and all that. But once you overcome that, once you start to get used to the person not being there anymore, you kind of find inner peace, right? Because you always can visit them here and you know that now they're resting, like now they have elevated to whatever's next in this life. So that's it, guys. I'm just taking in the energy, and that's what I'm doing today. It's so strange to think about death, though, you know. It's one thing that's like I'm better at it now, but before I couldn't sleep at night because I was just thinking about like how is it like to die, you know. And I was trying to visualize myself like, but there's no way to know. Once you're gone, you're gone. It's basically like being asleep. You just don't know. So yeah, guys, that's it. When I'm sitting here, it's like I feel this power too, you know, because it just tells me that nothing, like, why do I care about small things that bothers me in life when it doesn't fucking matter, you know? Like nothing matters. Whatever you want, like in life, you gotta go get it. You gotta go get it, guys. Gotta go get it. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna go back. It was a little reflection video. I hope you guys are doing good. I just finished another workout, so I'm on the grind. I'm grinding, guys. You guys know that. I'm doing the best that I can do. So yeah. So take care, guys. Peace out.